There is a saying, if you want to shine like the sun, you have to burn like it.
So you're Rupam, right?
Yes, Rupam Sil.
I happen to look at your come across your YouTube channel by the way. You teach English online, right?
Yep.
Lovely, lovely. That's great. How's it going? How's your journey going?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. But I'm a little tied up with some other work also, so I'm not getting that much time. Before it was different. The time I used to spend with YouTube like a year back, I'm not getting that much of time. इसीलिए मतलब it shows up in my channel, wherein I used to get around say 600 to 700 subscribers every day. Now it is around say 250, 300 subscribers a day.
Well, I think that is one of the things with YouTube, right? Consistency is really important. YouTube really
Exactly.
promotes your channel if you're open to sharing with your community on a daily basis, right? Yeah. So, like I was saying, I'm really curious to understand how, this idea came to you that, I would love to start a YouTube channel to, spread awareness and sort of teach things to the community, looking to spread knowledge with people, who are struggling a little bit with tips on how to, improve your English, especially with people who don't really have the luxury of having an environment around them, you know?
Yeah, true, true, true. Divyam, it all started, like just after Corona. I am a music teacher, by the way. I teach you
Wow.
guitar, teach Western vocal. So my journey with YouTube, it started all with a music channel which I had. Still now I have. It's called Sil's Guitar Class.
Okay.
I started in the year 2021. Okay, then I worked in that channel religiously. You can say almost every day I used to post videos. But at the end of 2 years, I realized that it's not going anywhere. After 2 years, I only had around 20,000 subscribers. So one day, I there is a hill in Bangladesh. It's called Nandi Hills. I went to Nandi Hills because I love spending time with myself. I meditate a lot, so I went there. I just sat in silence. One guy, I don't know who is that. He came to me. He started talking to me in English, asking about myself. Then he told me that you have a good accent. You talk, so nicely. Do you have any YouTube channel? He was asking me directly. I said, no, I don't have any channel. I have one channel which is wherein I teach music. Why don't you teach, online English? There it stuck my mind. Yeah, I can try something. Same day I opened this channel, Hello English, then immediately within 2 months' time, I got the love and, the care from so many subscribers. Within 3 months, my channel got monetized. Not 3 months, yeah, around 2 months, my channel got monetized. And within 6 months, I got the silver button. So, yeah, the journey started there, in the last, it's 2 years exactly now. 2 years back, I started this YouTube channel. Initially, it was just I wanted to experiment. But when it started, it gave me a big responsibility, a sense of responsibility that people are loving my work. I simply cannot, post anything. So I
Right.
started
They're also
doing.
depending on you on.
Yes, in many of my videos you will find there I gave my phone number.
Mhm.
So why? Because I wanted people to get in touch with me. I started free coaching class till few months back. I used to teach whoever is the subscribers, those who wanted, they can join my class every Sunday. I used to take, a
Mhm.
free online class for English. So yeah, this is pretty much about me, like what I'm up to. Now I'm unable to give more time because I'm into my own business now, and this business is taking a little time for me now. I'm with me with my music plus with YouTube plus with this business as well.
Well, clearly you have so many talents. You're teaching music, English. I'm sure it really helped you when you started your English channel that you had already struggled with YouTube and understanding how to post videos, what sort of video formats work better in terms of engagement. So that must have really helped you start this channel and understand basically skip the learning phase a little bit, right? Where it's like you're already at an intermediate level of understanding how the platform works.
Exactly. So see, I studied in English medium school, but we never spoke in English. In many
Hmm.
videos, I say the same thing. Me, my friends, we always used to speak in Assamese, we used to speak in Bengali, Nepali, Hindi, other than English. My fluency, there was nothing called fluency. Hardly I used to speak. But when I went for my MBA, I realized, wow, there are so many students. They speak so nice English, and my
Hmm.
English, yes. There I started developing my English. I started reading books. Slowly, steadily, I started talking to people because initially I didn't talk because I had that fear inside me. कोई क्या बोल लेगा? क्या सोचेगा? All these things used to come in my mind. So in many
Yeah.
videos I shared that, and many subscribers they had related to that. Huh, sir, it happened with me also. I faced a similar issue. So how I used to initially, I used to pick up any random videos, like popular videos. I used to make my version and I used to post. But as I realized, no, I have a responsibility now. So I was trying to, take from my life. So slowly and steadily, I wrote the script. I started making videos, and yes, people liked it.
It seems like you've done a really good job by the way, because 90% of people, at least in India, in my experience, I don't know around the world though, but like I've been taking sessions. I haven't been taking sessions for the last year and a half. But before that, I took sessions for 3 years. I've taken over, I think, 5,000 sessions, if I'm not wrong, right, at Clapingo. But again, like I said, my experience was similar to what you mentioned that, a lot of people have this fear. They have this sense of, what if they start judging me? What if they start,
Exactly.
try to create distances from me because my presentation is not that great, because I'm not well spoken, or whatever other fears that people have. So I think it's fair. I see a lot of content creators talk about how they can fix it, how you can take steps to fix certain problems, or even steps to identify those problems. I think that is the first step. But I want to ask you something different. Not a lot of people talk about this. What happens when you start this journey, but for an extended period of time, especially initially, uh, people feel like their growth is not that great, like they don't see the difference, right? So I've spoken about this in a couple of my sessions. I would like to know your take on this. What did you do when you felt that frustration that I'm not where I want to be in my journey of learning English? So how did you tackle that, whether it's mentally, whether it's through exercises, through support of your peers or your family members? I'd like to know more about that if you're okay with sharing it.
Yeah, sure, no problem. See, I'll explain you with an example. Suppose someone wants to go to a gym, okay? He or she has a resolution that this year I have to be fit. I have to shed some weight. So what they
Hmm.
start, they enroll for the gym. First few days they are very energetic. They feel, हाँ मुझे करना है, I have to do it. You know,
Hmm.
they go to the gym, they start following certain diet, but gradually they realize that it's not happening. They see every day in front of the mirror, I am not shedding weight. मेरा मसल नहीं हो रहा है. It's they have a vision. It's a short term vision, I say, but nothing works out in a short term way. There is a saying: if you want to shine like the sun, you have to burn like it.
Hmm.
So I always believe that anything we take up, it's a journey which we need to enjoy first of all. you know Motivation, एक दो दिन के लिए you get the motivation by watching YouTube videos, or you see your trainers, they are so fit, but that motivation will only last if you are consistent and you build that discipline.
Yeah.
So many English learners in these 2 years, after interaction, they say that I stopped this journey only because I'm not motivated. No one was around me to help me. But I will also tell, you will not find people around you. If you want to do something great, you have to take up that responsibility, and you have to, be very hungry for that. As for example, just a gym ka baat hi ho gaya. When someone works out in a gym, they also have to maintain certain diet. Now, they don't want to compromise with the diet, and they eat nonsense, but they keep working out. And in that way, their body will not give the shape. Same way when you are learning learning English or any language you say, you know, your food is your time management. How much time you give. Tomorrow is my brother's birthday. Day after tomorrow, I'm lazy. It cannot happen. It should be a consistent journey. You have to do
Right.
it anyhow, then only you get the result. So I also followed that. Still now I follow it. See, learning is a journey. Still now I follow my routine. I read books every day. Reading books is a part of my life. That helped me a lot. So I will always tell everyone, if you are in a journey of improving your English, pick up a routine. Follow that routine religiously for at least 6 months. And you see,
Yeah.
you get amazing results.
True. It's a little bit like compound interest, you know. Like
Exactly.
in
Yes.
the beginning, if you put in 100 rupees, you're thinking,
Yes.
oh, I've only gotten 5 rupees back, something. But you don't realize that, you know, down the line, when it's like 5 years or 10 years down the line. Again, with English, you don't have to wait that long. But I'm just giving you an example that in compound interest, that 100 can become 1 lakh as well. So you just need
Exactly.
to stay on the course, make sure that you're motivated, self-motivated, by the way. And, you know, it's okay to ask for help, even if it's for company or for practice in terms of English, and with any skill, honestly. I think that is the most important.
Yes, this many people don't understand that. Some people think, oh, why English, man? I will not learn English. They have this type of attitude. I'm good with my own language and all. But I would like to say, see, where I am today, it's, I will give credit to English. When I learned English, my accent was just normal accent. But how I developed this accent is they gave us a training which I will never forget. So we have to match with their accent so that they understand us and we understand them. That'll only happen when I adapt that accent. Now, after talking to them continuously, that accent stayed with me.
Hmm.
And it happened for good. Many people they tell me that you speak in a different accent. I always welcome the way they say it. Because yes, I also feel that if I'm speaking in this way, I can motivate a lot of people. Many of my students they say that, sir, I want to copy you. I always say, don't copy me, you just build yourself, give yourself a name, then only you will
Hmm.
be able to shine.
True.
So yeah, that's all about me.
Thank you. And do you have any questions for me, though? We have about 2 minutes left.
Yeah, yeah. Divyam, you are from Mumbai, I guess.
Yes, born and brought up in Mumbai.
Mumbai. Just a few lines about how you learned English.
Okay, so I think this is pretty well documented, but I'm sure your journey is as well. So let me just give you a short crash course on mine.
Sure, sure.
Uh, Similar to most Indians who realize that their English is not that great, I was in an ICSE school, but I was surrounded by, you know, Gujaratis, Marwadis. I'm a Marwadi myself. So in school, like usual, we would talk in whatever language we were comfortable in. You know, what we felt was natural, so that we don't make fool of ourselves or we don't, you know, create a spectacle at, at school. So initially I was very comfortable socializing. I was part of some, you know, co-curricular groups. But in eighth grade, I decided to switch schools because of something that happened. But let's not go there. But when I switched schools, I got admission into an IB school, International Baccalaureate Board, basically, which is Cambridge affiliated. Okay, so that school was, I was one of the first students to join that school. Like, that was a new school, right? So what happened is when we initially joined, everybody was new to the school. So it's not like there's 30 people that are already there and then 5 people have joined. Right? The whole school is new. Nobody knows anything about the school and
Okay.
we're all just experiencing it together, like the first year of that school, basically. So when I joined in, there were a lot of kids from, you know, St. Mary's, Campaign. These are all schools that are very famous for being, you know, English, hoity-toity, you know, high net individual kids. So when I went there, I felt really inferior. Like I had some really big problems with myself. not being able to relate to them, not being able to communicate with them, right? Not being able to hang out with the cool kids, basically. That's what my problem was, right?
Okay.
But at least my friends, the my classmates, and we were only 13 of us. They were really supportive when I told them that, hey, my English is not that good.
Mm,
But they didn't care. They were like, yeah, you're a nice kid, so let's just hang out. Let's, whatever. So I understood what they like in terms of music and movies and shows. I started watching a lot of content. So later on in life, I met someone and he became my best friend, and he told me that you use these weird words like serendipity and you know so I'm like, dude, this is just something that comes to me naturally because I've been watching these shows, and I
yes.
relate to a lot of American concepts in terms of understanding stories. So he said, yeah, but whenever you say these words, it makes me feel like I need to learn. And I'm like, okay, I never knew that someone, I would get to a level where people would respect my English, like, oh my God, you're so good. I'm like, no, I'm not good. I'm just reflecting what I have been absorbing for so long. That's about it, right? So
True.
one of the biggest tips that I have always provided in any of my sessions is learning. Yes, you want to do a lot of learning. You want to expose yourself to a lot of social interactions and make yourself feel, uncomfortable in a controlled environment. But you also have to learn through something that you love.
Exactly.
That's
True.
exactly why it was so easy for me to understand, because whatever I was watching because I was excited. Because then
True.
it will not seem like a task. It will seem like something you're excited to do, right?
Exactly.
So hopefully that will help someone from your community.
Sure, sure, sure.
And
Sure.
yeah, I think you're doing a really good job. I think the fact that you use the word responsible, not a lot of influencers do that. They feel like this is just something I do to make money, to gain fame. And I think you're doing this in a very ethical manner where
See,
you are
I,
taking
I always
responsibility.
feel if I can, do something for the society, money will automatically flow in.
Definitely. Rupam, it is really good talking to you, and I'm going to follow both of your channels, by the way. I
Thank
don't
you
know
so
what
much.
your constraints are in terms of investing in your channel, whether it's time or whatever. But I really
Mhm.
hope that you continue, because I'm sure all of your followers are really looking forward to
Yes,
hearing all of
yes.
your stories. And it's really admirable that you are literally an open book and you're open to talking to your community whenever they need something. I really like
Sure.
that.
Thank you so much. I'll see you again.
No problem. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.